fact is we have a $188 million deficit, and we need to work as a team to overcome this.
Tonight, JCPS's Board of Education is feeling pressure and the calendar's pressure to figure out how to reduce its budget for the 2026 and 27 school year. School board members say the goal is to solve the deficit without compromising students. Wave News reporter Julia Richardson sat in on the latest discussions and shares the latest updates. Julia.
Jose, JCPS Superintendent Brian Yearwood established a revenue advisory task force a few months back, which is now tasked with figuring out how to fix a $188 million budget deficit. Tonight, that task force discussed human resources expenses.
Everybody who was here, everybody who is here, was spending money because they want results for kids. How do we make those results sustainable going forward is the challenge for us.
And that challenge, although difficult, is something JCPS Advisory Board Chair James Craig says is not a result of wasteful spending, but rather a lack of a long-term plan.
We were told we have a plan. This is sustainable. Well, the severity of adding new expenses into the budget without a long-term plan to sustain them is really the gray area that we're operating in right now.
Now, members of the task force are working to understand all of the expenses the district has and figure out how to fix the $188 million budget deficit without cutting employees' salaries. Monday's task force meeting included presentations from the district's Chief of Human Resources and Teacher Association President. One point emphasized the buying power for JCPS teachers' salaries has declined over the last 15 years, meaning their salaries aren't keeping up with inflation.
Our revenue growth doesn't look great compared to it's not outpacing inflation much, and so there's not much additional money to go around to make sure that salaries can keep with inflation.
Craig says although the board is in a difficult place, many of the investments the district has made over the past couple of years have been necessary, even if they were expensive.
We have another 100 security dedicated personnel in this district that were not here in 2020. But the district is a safer place today than it was then. We have mental health practitioners in every one of our schools now, but our kids are healthier today with those mental health practitioners than they were then.
The Revenue Advisory Task Force will meet again on October 6th to go over the district's spending on operations. Members will be working from now until January to figure out what budget cuts they can make. Julia Richardson, Wave News.